Good morning, everyone. In the last class, we are trying to discuss with you packages information. Using this particular packages, we already identified here. So, what are the different ways we can create? And whenever we are trying to work with the packages here, how this particular package is creating internally with the particular directory structure we identified here. Getting the point. And along with this particular packages, we identified the particular access modifiers information. So here we are trying to work with default access modifier for the n variable and so private access modifier and protected access modifier and public access modifier. Cutting the point. So with the different access modifier, we identified the example in the last class here. So these are about the protection class. With the help of this particular protection class, so we check with different packages here. We identified with the different packages here. Getting the point. Now, what we are going to do. So basically, today we are going to discuss one important concept called interfaces here. So this is very important concept we are discussing here. And so with the help of this particular interface here, now what we are going to understand here. Getting the point. So basically, previous class we already identified abstract classes here. So what exactly the abstract classes is going to do? Like whenever we are trying to provide any abstract method here, we are going to work with abstract class here, right? Because we are giving information to the compiler. So in this class we are having one abstract method. Abstract method is nothing but we are having the partial implementation of the method. So this particular information we are sharing the information to the compiler. So how we are going to share? With the help of this particular keyword called abstract here. Now, whenever we are making this particular abstract class, we are not going to create object of the particular abstract class because the class is not fully implemented here. The class is partially implemented here. So let me provide this particular abstract class here. So this is the ABS is our abstract class here. Now you can see call me method. This particular call me method is not having with a method body here, because now you can see call me to we are having with a method body, but this particular call me method is not having with a method body. So now what we are doing here, we are making this particular method as a abstract here because this call me method is not implemented in our class called ABS. Getting the point. Whenever the particular method is not implemented, we are making those methods as a abstract, and whenever we are having any abstract method, so we need to make class as a abstract here. Getting the point. So this is very important here. So whenever we are making the class as abstract here, now what happens internally? So compiler will treat as a this particular class does like it's not implemented with a full information here. So getting the point. The class is not fully implemented here. Now, what happens internally? So whenever we are trying to extend this particular class, so this particular method we need to override. This particular method we need to override, and we need to provide the specific implementation of this particular method. So later, whatever the class this particular class is, ABS class is going to extend, the child class we are going to create an object here. So what is the child class we created? Now you can observe ABS is our abstract class and ABC is our child class. Now you can observe ABC is extending from the ABS. So whenever it is extending, we are overriding the call me method. We are overriding the particular call me method. Getting the point. So not only this particular method, we can define the any parameters. Getting the point. We can define any parameters. We can go for the any method name. We can go for the any method name. But what we need to understand here, so how this particular abstraction is going to work. So why this particular abstraction introduced here? So when we are trying to work with the overriding here, now what we are doing here? Whenever we are trying to work with the overriding here, so if I'm going to define the same method in the superclass and the subclass here, the superclass method is hiding here. So even though if I'm implementing the method in the superclass, So we cannot access the superclass method. So in that case, now what we can do? So we are basing our implementation of the particular method in the superclass. So later, the abstract method is introduced here. So here, what we are doing here, we are not implementing the method. Just we are declaring the method. Getting the point. So this section is indicating just we are declaring the method here. Right. So where we are implementing it? In our child class we are implementing it. So in our child class we are implementing it. So we can work with a superclass reference or child class reference. We can call the same method called call me method. Getting the point. So this is very important. We need to understand here how exactly this particular abstract is working here. Right. So we made the particular class as object. Whenever we are making it, we cannot create an object of this particular class because the class is not fully implemented here. So this is all about the abstract class. But coming back to here, the interface section here. So basically, so interfaces we are going to create with a keyword called interface. With a keyword called interface here. Getting the point. So this is important here. Now, how we are working with the abstract with the keyword called abstract? Same way, we are going to create an interface call with the keyword called interface here. And now, so with the help of this particular interface here, so we are going to achieve the fully abstraction here. The fully abstraction here. So now this particular ABS class is not a fully abstraction. It is a partially abstraction. Why we are calling the partially abstraction? Now you can observe we are creating concrete method and we are creating abstract method. But inside this particular interface, so we cannot create concrete methods here. Getting the point? We cannot create the concrete method. So whatever the methods we are creating, all are abstract methods only. All are abstract methods only. So this is we need to understand very carefully here. Getting the point? Now, whenever we are trying to define any method inside this particular inside this particular interface, all are public and abstract here. So why I am calling public here? Getting the point? So basically, so in the last class we identified if I am not defining any method as a public here, now what happens internally? So we need to access those methods within the same package. Getting the point? Again, we are going back to the packages here. So the default access modifier, it will use within the same package. But here, when you are trying to work with the interface here, we are not going to dealing with the same package. So we are going to work with the different packages here. Getting the point? So when we are trying to work with the different packages here, we need a method as a public here. Getting the point? We need a method as a public here. But even though if we are not defining any method with a keyword called public and abstract, so by default, compiler will add public and abstract. Right. Now, so using this particular interface here, so we can specify what a class must do here. Getting the point? What the particular class is going to do some operations here. Now, so whenever we are trying to implement this particular interface here, now what we are going to do? So whatever the method we are having inside this particular interface, so all the interface methods are going to implemented in our class here. Getting the point? So whatever the method we are defining in the interface, those are methods having method declarations. Getting the point? So why the method declaration? Because the interface method by default public and abstract here. Public and abstract here. Getting the point? So let's see how we can define the simple example on this particular interface here. So defining this particular interface here, now you can see here we need to specify the name of the interface name. Just I'm providing the syntax here. So interface name. After providing this particular interface name, so now what we can do? Yes. return type, method name, any parameters. Getting the point. So here we are making semicolon. So how we implemented in our ABS class. So same way we are writing. So return type of this particular method and the name of the method and parameters. If this particular method is taking any parameters. Getting the point. So this is, we can define any abstract method. If I am not writing any abstract keyword, by default this is public and abstract here. Public and abstract here. Getting the point. Right. So we'll try to check with the simple example. Now what I'm trying to provide here, we are providing simple syntaxes here. So let me go to with a simple example here. I'm trying to work with the name of the interface call callback, and here I'm defining callback method. So which is taking one parameter. Getting the point. Now you can observe the name of the interface we are providing as a callback, and internally we are providing one method, the name of the method called callback here. So which is taking one parameter. The data type here we are specifying as a integer here. Right. So whenever we are specifying like this, now what we can do? While saving this particular file here, so we need to save with the help of the interface name. We need to save with the help of this particular interface name. So let me save this particular file. Callback. Getting the point. So we need to save with the name of the interface name. Now we implemented one interface here. But whenever we are trying to implement this particular method here, interface here, now what we need to do here? So this particular method we need to implement, because this particular method having abstract functionality. This method having abstract functionality. Now what we can do? So we need to define the one class here. We need to define the one class here. The name of the class here, so callback IMP. But now if you observe, we are trying to work with one new keyword called implements here. New keyword called implements here. So as of now, this particular keyword we did not discuss here. Getting the point. So we discuss only actions keyword. But now, so what is the keyword we are introducing here? Implements here. So what exactly the implements keyword is doing internally? Getting the point. So basically, so whenever we are trying to implement from this particular interface here, we need to use the keyword called implements here. Implements here. So when we are trying to use this particular implement, so here we are having the interface here. So this particular implements keyword cannot work with classes here. This particular implements keyword is going to work with only interface here. Basically, using this particular interface here, now what we are doing here? So whatever the methods we are defining inside this particular interface called callback here, we are going to override into the implementation class. So what is our implementation class here? Callback IMPL. Cutting the point. So this is we need to understand very carefully to import the functionality, like to import the methods and variable information, so which are available inside this particular interface. So we need to use the keyword called implements here. But whenever we are trying to work with the abstract class and the implementation class here, now what is the keyword we are using? Actions keyword. Getting the point. So we are trying to work with the actions keyword, right? But only when we are trying to work with interfaces and classes here, we are going to work with the keyword called implements here. So this we need to understand carefully. Alright. So once we define this particular implement keyword here, now what we can do, we need to override the method. So what is the name of the method we are having? Callback. This particular callback which is taking one parameter and I am trying to define with the method body. So method body indicating we are trying to providing the name of this particular method with the body here. Getting the point. So this is very important, we need to understand here. And now you can observe callback method is called with this particular value. Method I am closing and class I am closing here. So this is the callback I am here. Getting the point. Now we need to focus here. Whatever the method we define inside this particular interface, like we need to implement in our implementation class. So how we are going to have the relation between the interface and class here with the help of this particular keyword called implement. But whenever we are trying to work with the class to class here, we are going to work with the keyword called extends here. Getting the point. So this is we need to understand very carefully here how exactly that keyword is working here. So basically, let me work with the main class here, public class. So here, interface main. So this is our main class I am creating. So whenever I'm trying to work with the main class here, like we need to create an object here. So which object we need to create here? So can we create an object for the interface here? So we'll see here. So this is the callback here. CA is equals to new callback here. Carrying the point. CA dot callback method. This method is expecting one parameter and specifying one value here and interface main. Now what I want to do, let me open our command prompt. So Java C interface main.java. Now what you are understanding here, callback is abstract, cannot be instantiated. Getting the point. So callback is even though it is a interface, but internally it working as a abstract class behavior. But only the difference is in an abstract class where we are creating the normal method, but interface we cannot create the particular normal method. So but internally the interface also behaving like the abstract functionality. So now what we are understanding is we cannot create a object for this particular interface here. We cannot create a object for this particular interface. But here we can create an object for the implementation class. We can create an object for this particular implementation class. So that we already identified here. Now I am trying to change with the implementation class. Callback IMPL is our implementation class. Now I want to compile one more time. Okay. So we are having some weaker privileges here. Let's see. We need to check with the method here. Going back to the callback, callback campaign. Now you can see, even though if I'm not defining the access modifier this particular method, we already identified. So public and abstract here. Let me provide public here. So where we are getting an error. Cannot implement the callback into call and callback. Okay. So we'll observe one more time. So now we can observe compiled successfully here. Only the difference here. So previously, so this particular interface method is having public access here. But so observe here. Now what I'm trying to do. So we cannot change the public access modifier to default here. So why we cannot change here? Because compared to this particular public here, compared to this particular public, we are having less access privileges to the default here. Getting the point. So this is we need to understand when we are trying to work with this particular access modifiers here. So basically, we can move from the we can move from the so like default to we can move from the public here, but public to default we cannot move here. Right. So that we need to understand carefully here. Okay. So back to here. Now what I want to do. So this particular example we need to execute here. If the example is compiled successfully, and I'm trying to work with sorry, not this one. Interface main. Now you can observe the method is called callback method is called with the integer some one parameter something called 16 value. Getting the point. So this is the message is printing here. This is the method is printing here. Getting the point. Now, so what you are understanding here? What you are understanding here? With using this particular interface, we can define the methods, and those methods we are going to implement using this particular class. And in between, whenever we are making the relation interface to class, so what is the keyword we are using? The keyword we are using the keyword called implements here. Right. So this is all about the simple example. So observe here, I'm trying to work with one more method here. I'm trying to work with one more method. So callback test method here. System dot out dot println here. Here, what we can define. mm, callback IMPL own method, and I want to close this particular callback test here. Let's say now, so going back to the interface main here, copy this particular callback test. Here I want to call this particular callback test with the reference call here. Let me save these two classes here. Okay, so two classes are saved. Now what I'm trying to do, again I'm trying to compile one more time. So we are getting an error here. We are getting an error here. So why we are getting an error here? So can you please let me know why we are getting this particular error here? Because this particular method we define inside this particular callback IMPL test. We define this particular callback IMPL test. Now you can read cannot find the symbol. So cannot find the symbol is nothing but this particular method is not finding here. Can you please let me know? So what is your answer?
Interface class doesn't have this callback test method itself. And we are creating object by using interface class name.
Yeah, so other way, what I'm thinking, whenever this method call happens, first it will declare, it will check in the interface whether that method is declared or not. If method is declared, then only it will check for the implementation part. Since this method is not declared in the interface, it is showing error.
Okay, so basically why this particular method is not finding here? Now we need to understand here the interface main class here. So now you can check here. Here we are creating an object of this particular callback IMPL, but the reference here we are having callback here. Okay, observe here. Now what we are doing here, with the help of this particular interface reference, we are calling the implementation methods here. Getting the point. So whenever we are trying to work with this particular functionality, whatever is in, like is going to check with whatever method we are having in interface, those methods are going to call here. But this particular callback test is not implemented in our callback test here. this particular method is not implemented in our callback test. So this is we need to understand here. Getting the point. So instead of using this particular interface reference, now what we can do? We can go for the implementation class reference here. Getting the point. So now let me change this first functionality here. So now you can observe we are having callback method is called with 16 and callback AMPL own method. So now what you are understanding, this particular specific method we implemented in our callback AMPL class. Getting the point. So this is we need to understand here when we are trying to work with the interface here. Any questions you are having? Okay. So if we don't have anything here, now what we can do? We'll check with another example here. And here, now what I'm trying to work with here, I'm going to create a one more implementation class here. So here, using this particular interface, we can work with multiple implementation classes here. So let's see what is another implementation class here. So here, I'm trying to work with another client, so which is going to implement from the callback. Carrying the point. And here, whenever we are trying to implement here, now what we can do? Whenever we are trying to implement this particular callback interface, again we need to implement the particular method. So what is the method? The method called callback. Here, so what is the message I want to provide here? Another version of callback here. And here, I want to specify the particular parameter value. Otherwise, we can work with the P here. Right. Here I am trying to multiply the, so whatever the parameters we are working here. Getting the point. Now you can observe, So I'm trying to close this particular class here, something called another client. Okay. So we close this particular another class, and I'm going to work with the same interface main class. Using this particular interface main, we are going to work with one more object here. And the I is equal to new another client. Right. And after this, what I'm going to write here? Here, ci dot callback here. Callback. Here I want to specify 26.
Line number 5 you should remove.
So line number 5. So, now let me compile this particular interface main. So it is compiled successfully, and we can work with the interface main. Now you can observe. So these two are the callback IMPL class, and these two are the another client. But now what you understand here? So we defined one interface here, the interface called callback here. We are trying to work with multiple implementation classes here. So there is no restrictions here. You can implement how many classes you want to implement here. Getting the point. But only we need to focus on the access modification and whatever, like how many abstract methods we are having inside this particular interface called callback. So all the methods we need to implement here. So for example, what happens internally? I'm defining one more method called test. One more method called test. So I'm not saving, like I'm not implementing anyway the test method in the implementation classes. Now what happens internally? Let me why we are not getting an error here. No. Disable. Okay. So here we are getting an error here. Basically, so even though these two are the implementation classes, we need to get an error. Let me write one more method. So core Java callback. Core Java, right. Okay. We'll check with here. So this is wrong. Basically, we need to get an error here. So because we implemented two more methods in our callback case. So these two methods we need to implement in our callback AMK as well as another client here. So let's see. Go to this particular for callback for code folder. Where is the class callback? Let me work with. So we'll see like all the classes we provided. What is it? So why we are getting this error? Okay. If you observe here, this callback IMP is giving an error here. Now you can see add unimplement method here. Getting the point. So how many methods we need to implement here? So two methods here. So what are the two methods here? One is a test and another one is callback method. Right. But here the same example we are not getting from this. Maybe command is taking the previous information, I guess. I want to recompile the code one more time. No. Okay. So maybe from the command line we are unable to reproduce the name. But now we understand here. So whenever we are trying to add the method inside this particular it's called callback. Right. So whatever the methods we are having newly, so those methods we need to implement in our implementation class. So let's see, we'll try to check the same example with this particular class. Here also we are getting an error. Now we can observe add unimplement method here. Add an implement method here. Right. So this is all about the while adding the interface method, any new method if we are going to add, we need to add it to the implementation class. So otherwise, we can make the class as a abstract here. So whenever we are making the class as abstract here, now what you are understand here, again the class is not fully implemented here. If the class is not fully implemented here, we cannot create an object of this particular class. But to create an object here, now what we need to do? So we need to create a one more class by extending this particular abstract class, and we can create an object of the particular child class, and we can run the example. Getting the point. So this we need to understand. Okay. So anyone having a question? Okay. So if all are clear, we'll go for the nested interfaces here. So how exactly we can work with the nested interfaces here? Already we identify the nested classes here. So now we need to focus on the nested interfaces here. So whenever we are trying to work with the nested interface here, so what are the restrictions we need to follow here? Here I'm trying to work with the nested A. So inside this particular class, I'm trying to define the interface here. Nested interface. Inside this particular interface here, so public boolean is not negative. In text value. I'm closing this particular interface and I'm closing the particular class. But whenever we are trying to implement this particular interface called nested if. Nested if is nothing but nested interface. Now what we can do? So observe. So this is our implementation class. Nested here, IMPL. Implements. And here, so directly I cannot work. I cannot define like this. Cutting the point. So basically, what happens internally? This nested here is defined inside one class here. This particular nested interface is defined inside one class. So if I want to access this particular interface here, so first we need to define the class information here. The class information we need to define. So this is very important here. Now, nested here. Getting the point. Nested is our base class. So inside this particular nested class, we implemented one interface called nested interface. Okay, so back to here. Now what I want to do, I want to override Boolean method. Copy the particular method name. In text, return x less than 0. I want to return false, otherwise true. Ternary operator we are using here. Getting the point. The ternary operator also we already implemented in our previous example. Now observe, I want to access this particular is not negative method here. Now what we can do? So we'll go for the same main class here, something called interface main. But here I want to comment on this section here. And here, what is the class I want to create? So we need to create a implementation class object. Here I'm trying to create implementation class object here. So this is our implementation class. So I want to know, so what is the type of object I want to specify? Here, the constructor I'm specifying here, to access this particular, the method called okay. Basically, I want to access, like I want to call this particular is not negative method from this particular interface. So here, what is the type I want to specify? Any idea?
Class name.
Okay, what is our class name? So which class I need to specify? So this particular nested IMPL or nested A?
Nested A.
Nested A. So let's see, with the help of this nested A, we are going to type here. A dot is not negative. Here I want to provide some 15. Okay. 1. So 115. Basically, here I want to print some dot out the println. Whether this particular method is returning true or false. So we are going to print using this particular println method. Interface. Now you can read this particular errors here. The first one, nested IMPL. So we must say close the parameter. So I'm going to close the parameter. Okay. So this particular error is clear. This section error is clear. But now these two errors we need to understand here. Why we are getting these two errors? So you can see this error is showing here. Nested A cannot be nested A. So why it cannot be converted here?